picked up a bunch of buyers, have a bunch of sellers that are coming on board. Really spent most of the month of May getting my sellers prepped and ready to go for June. May was great. It was, with gardening, it's been a little slow, I have to say, because my landscaper was going to come by and do some spring cleanup for me, and he said, let's get your driveway done first before we do the rest, because it could change it. And I said, okay, that makes sense. But it took a while to get the pavers done, and the pavers look amazing, and James and his crew did an amazing job. And we'll show you some pictures of that too. He did an amazing job. He even put a little a buffer in the back, a retaining wall. Sorry, that's the word. A little retaining wall on the back side, because there's a fence that was gonna maybe fall over, but it looks great. It just really enhanced my property tremendously, because previously I had what you call tire track cement driveway, so like just cement wide enough for 2 tires to go down, and there's a big dirt divot to the left of it because I got a new car and it's a little wider than the streets than the tire tracks would have been back in 1920s. So anyways. And then picked up a bunch of buyers, have a bunch of sellers that are coming on board. Really spent most of the month of May getting my sellers prepped and ready to go for June, because they were all wanting to be on the market by around June 1st, which is coming up around the corner. One of my sellers has been doing an amazing job. They painted the whole interior, painted the whole exterior. Meeting with them next week. We're gonna put it on the market and get photos ready to go. And they've just done an amazing job with prepping their property, and I'm really proud of them. It really makes my heart get warm to see people really work so hard to make things look so nice. And I have another seller who's going to be putting his property on the market here shortly. I'm going to go by and see that this weekend as well. And just got to make sure it's all buttoned up and all the plantings and everything are done too. So just really trying to put everyone's best foot forward so they can get as much money as possible on their homes. Right now, let me look. I think I have it all tracked out. I'm a spreadsheet dork, so I have it all on my spreadsheet. I have 4 buyers under contract right now, and I have 6 or 7 sellers looking at listing in the next little while. 4 buyers under contract. There's another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that are actively looking, and about another 7 to 8 that are casually looking as far as buyers. And then sellers, I have 1 on the market, which is a piece of land, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other sellers that are coming up. And then I have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the pipeline for down the road. So yeah, a little bit busy. It's the best time of year to try to list around here is in the summer, because people want to move for the summer and they want to be situated before school starts. But really, it just depends. Everybody's going to move at some point, and it's just a matter of finding the right buyer at the right time. So far through today, 14 sites. Actually, maybe it's 15. I'd have to look at that, because I don't know if one tracks how they track the one that I did with where I represented the seller and I assisted the buyer over in Tiverton. Yeah, I just don't know if they track it properly in MLS. I'm not sure. So it's 14, maybe 15. 14, maybe 15 sites. Just shy of 6 million. And then I have another 2 transactions closing in the next 2 weeks, which will bring us up to 6.5, roughly. One was a piece of land. Then I have buyers that were looking, and we found an off-market piece of property that had been listed previously with several different realtors. And to be honest, I went and looked at all the realtors that had listed it, and I went with the one that I liked the best. And I reached out to them because I tried to get a hold of the seller directly, but I couldn't connect and I never heard back. So my buyers reached out about it again, and I looked through all the realtors that had listed it before, and I said, all right, let's see who I want to pick. And I went with the one that I get along best with. So I said, all right, here you go. Can you help me close this deal? Let's get it happen. Let's make it happen. Absolutely, relationships matter in this business, because you don't want to be adversarial with your counterparts in this business.